Shows I'm live. Let's see if I can see anybody. I should. I restarted my entire computer. All right. I just let Amy and Jean know. Everything restarted okay. I'm just waiting to see anybody logging in. That was really strange. I've never had that happen. Before I grab my guitar, I want to make sure that we're up and running. Maybe it's time to migrate over to YouTube sooner than I thought. I don't see any viewers or comments. I didn't change any settings. This is really strange. Viewer. There we go. That was weird. I wasn't seeing anybody. And I went to look at settings and I didn't change anything and I came back. Yes, I can see Jean. Amy says hi, we see you. Yay. That was an anomaly. Huh. Okay. Amy said Jean and I are commenting. Okay, good. Thank you. How strange. Well, I didn't assign it as homework, but I suggested that you all go on Wednesday, go to YouTube and look up Intergalactic Janet by Les Soul. I don't know if anybody did. That's the track that I bought, and I said I was going to do some editing and do an extended version of that. So I use Logic Pro 10 is what I've recorded. The two albums we recorded with musicians on call, and I recorded my album on. It's a professional program that people have used across the globe for recording and releasing music. So I was doing some editing for a while on that track today, and it takes up a lot of memory. But I shut it down like a half hour before I went live, and it should not have had any issue with me being able to see comments there. If anything, if it was drawn, if it, for some reason, I didn't have enough memory, it wouldn't even be running the camera because the camera is off of my iMac. So I have no idea why I couldn't see any of your comments. I had a live stream, I could see that. Before, it looked like it was just live, but nobody had checked in. I have the countdown timer. Well, it doesn't count down, it counts up. Like I'm at 6 minutes and 8 seconds now. Everything was working. I have a live up at the top left corner of my monitor. It says live. All that was working. It looked like totally normal, only no one was here. Can you see anything? Yeah, I can see me. Just like last time, I could see me. It looked like everything was working fine. I was live. Oh, this T-shirt is going to drive me out of my freaking mind. Cannot stand crooked shirts. And this thing just, one of these always goes sideways and it drives me crazy. So everybody can see me okay? Because Amy asked, can I see anything? Yes, I assume you can. All right, she said yeah. Gene says we were in cyberspace. Perhaps that's true. Amy says, I guess you can just play and I'll send comments in the message. But you can see me, so we're back. Okay. Yay. Well, I have no idea how that happened. Anyway, I'm going to start the set now at 7:36. So we'll just pretend like it. We won't pretend like it didn't happen. We'll just restart the clock. This shirt is going to drive me out of my freaking mind. I cannot stand crooked shirts. My OCD is, I'm going to have to just let it go, but I can't. And my camera is backwards. It's not backwards. It's just like, it's recording in real time. It's just that everything's opposite. So when I go tug on this, it's the other arm. So I'm always trying to adjust. Anyway, I'm back. Hey, okay. All right. Well, good to see you all. Thanks for hanging in, waiting while we, I don't know. I can't say fix the problem. I just shut everything down. Is this Friday the 13th? Maybe somewhere. Maybe because I didn't celebrate it on Friday the 13th. It's coming back to haunt me. I don't know. All right. Well, nevertheless, I shut it down and we're back. So little Steve Poltz and Jewel will kick off this set now. You hear the clock, it's 6 a.m. It feels so far from where I've been. I've got my eggs, I've got my pancakes too. I've got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the yolks and make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off the mirror, only the keys and the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom, but she was out for a walk, and sold a cup of coffee, but I didn't want to talk, so I picked up the paper. It was more bad news, more hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat and pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy and I was sad, yeah. It only made me miss you oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, go about my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Hey. cat back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, yeah. I take a good long look around, put on my PJs and hop in bed. I'm half alive but I feel mostly dead. I try and tell myself it'll be alright. I shouldn't think any more tonight, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon I know you will say you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, kicking things off with some Steve Poltz and Jewel for my Fiesta Friday Tribe. Sip in if you got them. Oh, by the way, Gene, you'll love this. I went to open a bottle of wine, and I got my corkscrew halfway down in, and I was just about to lift it out, and all of a sudden, I lifted our little wine bar that we had set up there, and I saw that bottle of tequila, and I went, I have that heavy on the lime margarita mix in the refrigerator. I need to do a frosty beverage instead of the wine tonight. So that's what I ended up doing. So I set the bottle on the counter. So the bottle's sitting on the counter, and it's got the corkscrew halfway through, and the little ears on the corkscrew sticking out. I mean, it's really a piece of art now that I think about it. I should put a picture of it up and say, caption this. It looks funny, but it's like at the last second I decided to go with this, and I had a huge lime, most of which is all squeezed in here. So I love these margaritas that you turned me on to, but heavy on the lime. So the kind I get, I forgot the brand, it's already got lime in it, and then I just add like a full lime. Submersed in there. Oh, and that tastes good tonight. Amy says it's Friday the 13th. Jesus, don't feel like go overtime, just a few tunes to kick off the weekend. I'll just play it as long as you guys are here. Amy says, sounds great. Margarita looks delicious. Yeah, so the wine will, be uncorked later. Oh, I did want to mention, what was it about, I don't know, 7 or 8 or maybe 9 years ago? It was in the summer. We lost like tons of celebrities, and I remember my friend Amy and I have our mutual friend John Kessner. He posted on Facebook, I remember, he called it the summer of death. And I'm like, was just thinking today, we have lost like so many celebrities in the last week. And then my roommate came in yesterday, and I was up late in the morning having coffee, and she said, did you hear about Hulk Hogan? And I said, no. And she goes, he just died. Like it hadn't even, I had just checked all the news pages, like 10:30 in the morning, gone through all 4 that I checked. And it wasn't even a half hour, probably less, 20 minutes, and she came in and told me that news. Like it happened so fast. And then trying to remember all the others. Chuck Mangione, and you don't have to type them all in. The guy from The Cosby Show, he drowned out swimming in the ocean off a beach somewhere on another continent. And yeah, I just can't believe in the last week so many people have passed away. I'm blanking. I was looking earlier, and I could rattle 6 of them off at least, and we've lost probably more than that. Very sad. But anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that. Mike's here from Michigan. Good to see you, man. Thanks for checking in. I had technical issues. I could not see comments or anybody. I had to shut my computer all the way down. So we got started late, about 7:30. So you're actually just right on time. Amy says JK's coming back. Ohio. Yeah, he was on the East Coast for the Jaws 50th anniversary. I forgot the name of that town. They called it Amity in the movie. It was a fictitious town, but they filmed it in a real place. So he's been posting pictures. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Gene says just heartbreaking. Female chef. And so I found her a couple years ago on YouTube with the cooking channels. And yeah, so I just read the update on that, her cause of death. So that was sad. Just a whole ton of celebrities. So our hearts are just going out for their families. And yeah, but some couple of years ago they had what they call the Summer of Death. We lost like celebrity after celebrity. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne, of course. Yeah. Martha's Vineyard, that's it. Yeah, so they called it Amity in Jaws. So John was back there for the 50th anniversary of that movie. It scared me so much I couldn't even swim in my own pool at night in the backyard. I was 14, 15 when that came out. So anyway, all right. So yeah, we're kicking off some music. I'll play as long as you're here and want to hear it. You guys want to? So I get distracted with the technical issues. So did anybody go and look up that song, that track I told you? It's only a little over 2 minutes. It's called Intergalactic Janet by Lay, L-E-Y, Soul. She's, I think she's based out of LA, because I said I was what I'm doing is, I bought the track for like $1.09. So I dumped it into my professional recording program, and I'm extending the track out, like I did with another track that's on my massage set list. It was 3 minutes long. It's beautiful. So I looped it seamlessly, so you can't even hear where it ends. And that's now a 9-minute track. So I'm doing the same thing with this one. I'm getting creative in how I do it. So I mentioned on Wednesday, anybody go to YouTube and look up Intergalactic Janet. It's really different and it's cool. Really focuses on her vocals. It's kind of ethereal. So I'm going to take that track and I'm kind of recreating parts of it, and I'm filling in and I'm looping stuff, and I'm going to extend, make that like a, I don't know, 6 or 8 minute track. So for some reason that might have sapped, even though that program was closed, it might have just sapped up so many resources that I couldn't see all of you, but that's really weird because my camera was working fine. It showed I was live, I just couldn't see comments, so I had to shut it down. Yeah, go take a look at that, Amy, and that's my homework assignment for you all. Go listen to Intergalactic Janet. I used to listen to that when I discovered it last year at night on my iPhone before I was falling asleep. But it's only 2 minutes and like 3 seconds long, so I have to keep restarting it. So I thought, I'm going to buy that track, which I did. So I'm going to make a really extended version of that. And then if anybody wants it, I can just email it to you when I'm done. I'm not selling it, so I bought it. It's mine to do with what I want. So I'm getting creative with that. So I was going to say, I got distracted with the technology, so I have no idea about songs. So I'm just going to turn this over to you guys. I did want to do, I don't know if I've got the lyrics here. I wanted to do that Sheryl Crow song, but I don't know if I got the lyrics right in front of me. All right, type in some stuff you want to hear. Let's do it. Oh, these songs I do once, and like Raindrops I did a couple times. I don't even remember. I have to go back and look. I need to get to music because I'm not going to find these right away. All right, anyway. Type in what you want to hear. If I can, hopefully it's stuff I don't need lyrics for, and I'll play it. come to Boston with the springtime. I'm staying here with some friends and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk by a cafe where I hope to be singing soon. Please come to Boston. She said no, but you come home with me. And she said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man in Tennessee. Please come to Denver when the snow falls. We'll move up into the mountains so far we can't be found. And throw I love you echoes down the canyons. And then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver, she said no, but you come home with me. And she said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man in Tennessee. Now the drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I've lost and found and all that I ain't got, I still need a link to somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. So California life alone is just too hard to be. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean, and there's some stars who fell from the sky. They're living up on the hill. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, then you come home with me. And she said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man in Tennessee. Yeah, I'm the #1 fan of the man in Tennessee. All right. There's a little Dave Loggins. Cousin of Kenny. No song suggestions? Type them in if you want. We'll just keep playing. Oh, I just saw this before I set up for tonight. I was on YouTube and I saw Ronda Rousey, who I love. She was a top-ranked world's champion MMA fighter, and now she's retired on a farm with her husband and child, and they're raising animals and stuff. And she's starting a YouTube cooking show, and so it was like 5 minutes long. It was the very first one, and she is funny, a natural for the camera, is great. So Amy, you'll appreciate this. So she said when I was fighting, she said for some reason my #1 craving after a fight was hot wings. So she was making hot wings from scratch. And she said, so whenever we'd go to a fight in town, we'd have to find a place to get hot wings after the fight. And the reason that's funny is that you'll remember when I played on Friday nights at the coffee shop. They're all closed down now, but they had these stores out of England called Fresh and Easy. And Amy, you'll remember My whole thing was I had to go get a bottle of Sweet Lucy, which is made by Cocopelli, and I got a whole thing of hot wings, chicken wings. And that was my post-performance snack, like every Friday night. And so when I watched her, and she said, after every fight, I had to have hot wings. She goes, so we'd go to whatever town we were in after the fight. Before the fight, we'd have to look and find out we were gonna get hot wings. And I went, that is so funny. I love Ronda Rousey. She's awesome. She has a great heart. Now I know we share the same similar palate. And so I know you'll remember me going, oh, I would come home and eat hot wings, and then you and I would talk or something later. It's like, oh, I had my hot wings. And if they didn't have them, it was like an 8-piece hot wings from Fresh and Easy. If they didn't have them, it's like, oh, what I'm going to have instead, because I had to have those chicken wings of theirs were just, and the only pizza shop I've had in town that has them pretty good like that is Domino's. Domino's uses a hot sauce that is just killer. It's really close to those. Anyway, I just watched that video. So she's got the first episode of her cooking show right in her kitchen, and her very first thing she's making, hot wings, chicken wings. And I went, oh man, I love that. So I know you'll remember that. Haven't heard that. I haven't, well, Sweet Lucy was made by Cocopelli Winery. They had a restaurant in Chandler, but the winery was here in the state. Then they shut down for like a year and a half, and they moved everything to New Mexico. Then when they came back, the wine was $4 more. And I was like, and something about the recipe is different. So I stopped going after that. I used to love, that was my go-to. And in the summer, I would throw it in the freezer right before I left. And by the time I came home, it was nice and chilled. Sometimes it would be a little bit of chunky like ice in it, and like a slushy. That was dangerously good because you drink it and it's hot, and it's like all of a sudden, woo! So that was my favorite go-to thing. So you remember those hot wings I used to get? The coffee shop, no, across the street, no, coffee shop's open. Across the street from the coffee shop was they were across town. It was like a little small shopette. It was called Fresh and, with an N, Fresh and Easy. And they were from England. And then they shut down like some years ago. They just closed all their stores across the country. But I used to go there across the street from the coffee shop, from Agritopia, and they had this package of like 8 or 10 piece hot wings, and it was just, that was my favorite thing after playing on Friday nights. And now Ronda Rousey, she has her cooking show, and the first thing she makes that she needed after an MMA fight, and I love that she said that whatever town we were in, we'd have to go locate where we were going to get hot wings for after the fight. I went, I completely get that. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. After playing on Friday nights, I would get hot wings and a bottle of Sweet Lucy, and then that was like my go-to meal, and then I would call Amy and say, oh, I just had my hot wings, so, which I haven't had in a long time. Anyway, so that just happened. That's a memory. Hot wings. Let's see. Oh, update on my car. Running fine. Yay, we solved the problem. So, valves and plugs. So, running like a top. I'm trying to remember what else I haven't played lately. What did I was switching around on my Elvis channel today. Make a memory. You got it. So I haven't done that one in a while. Good call. Hello again, it's you and me. Kinda always like it used to be. Sipping wine, killing time, trying to solve life's mysteries. How's your life? It's been a while. God, it's good to see you smile. I see you reaching for the keys, looking for a reason not to leave. If you go now, I'll understand. If you stay, hey, I got a plan. You wanna make a memory. steal a piece of time. You could sing the melody to me, and I could write a couple lines. You want to make a memory. If you don't know if you should stay, and you don't say what's on your mind, baby, just breathe. There's nowhere else tonight we should be. We should be. You wanna make a memory. You wanna steal a piece of time. You could sing a melody to me, and I could write a couple lines. You wanna make a memory. I dug up this old photograph. Look at all that hair we had. It's bittersweet to hear you laugh. This phone's ringing, I don't wanna ask if you go now. I'll understand if you stay. Hey, I've got a plan. You wanna make a memory. You wanna steal a piece of time. You could sing the melody to me, and I could write a couple lines. You wanna make a memory. You wanna steal a piece of time. You could sing a melody to me, and I could write couple lines. You wanna make a memory. You wanna make a memory. So I guess extended versions of songs are a theme of the day. The one I was working on editing earlier, and then sometimes if I don't play this song enough, I forget the second verse and I go right into the end. And I realized that, and I was playing it, and half my brain was like, okay, now I got the second verse, when can I reinsert it? So I just kind of reinserted it toward the end so that I didn't skimp out on the song and forget that second verse. So thanks for that song recommendation. I do love that song. Amy says, sounds great, thank you. Yeah, I was bouncing around on the channels earlier today. What did I hear on the Elvis channel? Oh, they were talking about on this day, that they do this a lot on the Elvis channel, where Elvis recorded, and he was recording at Stax and different stuff, and then maybe it was yesterday, they said on this day Elvis recorded this song and then went right into it, and it was this one. Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. High, it's burning through to my soul. set me on fire. My brain is flaming, I don't know which way to go. Yeah, because your kisses are lifting me higher, like a sweet song of the choir. Yeah, you light my morning sky with burning love. Ooh, 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 I feel my temperature rising. Tell me I'm flaming, I must be 109. I'm burning, 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 and nothing can cool me. Yeah, I just might turn to smoke, but I feel fine. Yeah, because your kisses are lifting me higher, like a sweet song of the choir. Yeah, you light my morning skies with burning love. It's coming closer, the flames are now licking my body. Please won't you help me, I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, and my chest is heaving. Yeah, and Lord I'm blind, I'm burning a whole world away. Yeah, because your kisses are lifting me higher, like a sweet song of the choir. Yeah, you light my morning skies with burning love. I'm burning love. I'm just a hunk of burning love. Yeah, a hunk of burning love. Just a hunk of burning love. Yeah, a hunk of burning love. Woo! I don't think I've done that in a while. I heard that yesterday, I just now realized, on Sirius XM channel 76, the Elvis channel. Back in my Batmobile. Oh, Mike, thanks for that. I replied that that was a pretty cool video you sent me from the Batman TV show, and I where he was dancing, and then they added the he was doing the Watusi with Jill St. John, I believe, and then they did it to the B-52s. That was awesome. I immediately sent it to Amy, and I said, Mike in Michigan sent this to me, since we're huge Bat fans. So that was really cool. Thanks for sending that along, Mike, if you're still here. I love that video. That was really cool. All right, let's see. Any requests? I'm kind of blanking right now, so I think my mind was still refocusing on all that technical stuff. Trying to think of things that I haven't played in a while, because I like to try to keep the set list fresh for you all. Okay. Townes Van Zandt was capo up on the 3rd fret. Anything you want to hear, type it in there. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas to ease your pain. Now in the night forlorn, all the morning's born, lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lil agree, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas, oh, to ease your pain. Oh, never a bad time for some of the late great Townes Van Zandt. Z, got disconnected, you're back on. Well, Mercury must be going in retrograde. When Mercury's in retrograde, one of the things that happens is communication between humans gets interrupted, but it also interferes with technology. And since I had a major issue and had to restart this entire show almost a half hour late because of my computer, and now Z got bumped, but he's back. I'm just thinking it could be some of that. Amy says, nice, thank you. Let's see. Let's do a little Minnie Driver from Phantom of the Opera. Child of the wilderness, born into emptiness, learn to be lonely, learn to find your way in darkness. Who will be there for you, comfort and care for you? Learn to be lonely, learn to be your one companion. Never dreamed out in the world there are arms to hold you. You've always known your heart was on its own. So laugh in your loneliness, child of the wilderness. Learn to be lonely, learn how to love life that is lived alone. Learn to be lonely. Life can be lived. Life can be loved alone. Oh, I love that little song. From the theatrical movie version of Phantom of the Opera. Amy said, nice, thank you. And I tried to put a comment on your page, but kept getting a weird message about reels changing and that I had to change my... What is going on? It's weird. I don't know. Technology. Facebook is also not one for notifying us of changes. They just put them out there, and all of a sudden you go to a page and things are different. It's like, what is this? Okay. Crazy. Agreed. Huh. Well, I started late, so we're going late. So we're moving on. I still got time. Any other requests? Thanks for being here in my tribe. Mike's here from Michigan, and Amy's in Ohio, so that's our Arizona love triangle for tonight for the out-of-staters and the rest of us that are in town. Oh, maybe Beatles? Yeah. Give me a hint. Which one, so I make sure I stay current and don't play the same thing over and over. Or should I just start and then I'll wait for you to type in? How about that? Since I'm here in D. That boy took my love away, though he'll regret it someday. This boy wants you back again. That boy isn't good for you, though he may want you to. This boy wants you back again. Oh, and this boy would be happy just to love you. But oh my, that boy won't be happy until he's seen you cry. And this boy wouldn't mind the pain. We'd always feel the same. This boy gets you back again. This boy, this boy, this boy. Oh, I love that one. Lose that girl. Absolutely. Oh, 1, 2, 3. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. If you don't take her out tonight, she's gonna change her mind. And I will take her out tonight, and I will treat her kind. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. If you don't treat her right, my friend, you're gonna find a guy. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose. I make a point of taking her away from you. Watch what you do, yeah. The way you treat her, what else can I do? You're gonna lose that girl. 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 You're gonna lose. I make a point of taking her away from you. Watch what you do, yeah. The way you treat her, what else can I do? If you don't take her out tonight, she's gonna change her mind. And I will take her out tonight, and I will treat her kind. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. Oh, great song request. I never get tired of listening to that song or playing it. Now that I've said that, there's another song I say that very same thing about. So I need to do a double shot of the songs I never get tired of listening to or playing. I like the way sparkling earrings lay against your skin so bright, and I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Ooh, oh, oh. What a feeling. Ooh, songs back to back that I never get tired of listening to or playing. Amy says, lost connection for a few, but back. And that's okay, because you've heard that song a lot, but I archived these shows. They're starting to be deleted after 30 days. I mentioned that. But as soon as I'm done with the playing within at least 30 minutes, I go and I copy and download that show to my terabyte drive. So thanks for the recommendation on that, Mike. And that's working out well, so I'm saving all these shows. What do they call it? In perpetuity. So they will perpetually be there. He says, thanks, you're welcome. All right, last call for a request. One more song. What should I end it on? Thanks for hanging in here, Tribe, with all the technical stuff going on. People haven't. It's not just me. All these computer issues. I must look up and see if Mercury's in retrograde. That interferes with communication between humans and also technology. Ooh, a request for an original. Thank you. Well, let's end on Sunshine Day then. That's, now that I think about it, 3 songs in a row in E. Steve Poltz always says, the key of E is the people's key. But I've heard him say that about key of D and everything. So, Lose That Girl, Peaceful Easy Feeling, and Sunshine Day are all written in the key of D. When the daylight breaks in, drowning in my bed, been adrift all night with you, swimming in my head, touching hands, but we ain't talking. Grab my boots, I go out walking on the sunshine day. Make my way downtown Hannah, passing by your place. The only peace I've found is at the altar of your grace. Ring your bell, say if you're home. It ain't well to be alone on a sunshine day. I wanna close my eyes, heal your bruise and steal your blues away. Time's on our side, ain't no need to hide, babe, just cast those fears away. On the sunshine day. Friends that come and go, times will change, but a heart wants what it wants, this truth remains. Every door has got its key, just open up and come with me on a sunshine day. We got time, wash those worries away and just drink in these words I say. On the sunshine day. There's this truth down in my soul you can't shake. It's a vow I've cut in stone, no one can Any fruit can turn to wine. Every rose blossoms with time and a sunshine day. I wanna close your eyes, heal your bruise, and steal your blues away. Everything is fine, it's safe outside, baby. What do you say? Ain't no need to hide. Set your troubles aside, put your clouds away. Just come on out and play. On a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day. Oh, thank you for the request for an original to end on. I never would think of my own songs to end on, except for Amy's Lullaby, so thank you for that. Thanks for staying up late here with me, Tribe, when we had technical difficulties and had to shut the whole computer thing down because I couldn't see any of your comments, and still don't know why that happened. We didn't get started till 26 minutes after, but that's okay because that enabled others to join in. Jesus, thanks so much. Yeah, I am too. Things got straightened out. Sharon is here. Hello, my friend. Needed this to close out my Friday, so glad I caught some. Well, as always, there's a universal nudge behind everything. We got started late because twice I tried running this and there was nobody there. And so I thought, oh, I'll just shut it down. And I was getting phone calls and messages saying, hey, my phone started blowing up. It's over on the table. And there's like, hey, we can see you, we can see you. And it's like, what? So I just shut down my entire iMac for some reason, and I started it back up. So that took a little extra time. We tried it twice and it didn't work, so I had to cold reset to shut down the entire computer. And then it worked fine. So because of that, it was not a delay, it was just a temporary postponement to allow others to check in, yourself included. Otherwise, I'd have already been done. Thank you for checking in tonight. So we have an extended love triangle from, as I'm looking at it, Washington to Michigan to Ohio to Arizona. So we just broadened that triangle tonight. So glad for everybody being here. Thanks for the song request too. Amy, thank you for the music. You're welcome, and for fighting to get it to us. Yes, I'm not a quitter, so I will find a way. I think this is a universal nudge though. I need to make the migration to YouTube probably sooner than later. Which is very reliable. Then I'll have a place to park all these shows. But in the meantime, I had them saved over here in my 2 terabyte drive. So as Facebook is starting to delete them all, they are safely safeguarded. And I'll be able to put them up somewhere on YouTube, on a YouTube channel. You're welcome, Z. Thank you guys for being here. Definitely Gremlins. Thanks for the McCormick clan for being here. Good seeing all of you. Thanks for the song requests. For Amy and Mike and Sharona. So, this is Friday, Fiesta Friday, yes. So, no matter how large or small, this is an esteemed group of Tribes folks. Thank you for being here and giving me an audience for my music. Sharona says, take my AI class, I can help you launch your... we're going to have to chat soon, sweetheart. Yeah, that's right, because I keep seeing your AI stuff and everything. And I met a YouTuber a month or so ago before, and she's a massage therapist, so we did some trades before she went back up to Minnesota for the summer. And she has launched her channel, and she's got behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, you and I need to chat soon to see what you can help me do with that. So Facebook is deleting all videos after 30 days. So I learned that like 3 months ago. So I started downloading every one of these shows to my terabyte drive. I counted, this goes back to like 2000, before 2000. So I counted 2024, I had 131 shows. It's not Steve Polt's numbers, but So that's how many times I've been going live. So there's just a ton of stuff, and some of them are really meaningful to people. Like when Amy's parents passed from COVID, and I did songs for them, and then I've gone live several times from Michigan visiting my friends, and then the Lovelies, when they lived here, I would go to their house. So lots of special stuff and memories there that you all have become part of my musical legacy. So more than anything else, except for playing at the coffee shop live for 10 years on Friday nights, but there's very few of those recordings. So my musical legacy is Wind Down Wednesday, Fiesta Friday, and Soulful Sunday. And I've, with the exception of, what did I say, February, March, I missed a couple. I think I missed about 3 weeks or 4 weeks worth of shows that downloaded, and I didn't get at them. But because I saved them. They said you could save or download, so I started saving. Then I didn't realize the save videos delete after 30 days. So I missed a couple of weeks, end of February, beginning of March. But basically, I've got all the way back to pre-COVID when I started. I did these a few times for fun in 2016, and then since COVID, and this is what I've been doing. Never went back to the coffee shop because of social distancing. I started doing this during COVID at your request. So I've got like 5 years, going on 5 years of video, all saved except for that about a month worth, couple months ago. So yeah, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, Sharona, my dear, and I've saved all of these, and I'm going to find a way to park them there, so they'll be my musical legacy. So you can go back and, not to get morbid, but when I'm gone, so my grandkids and everybody will, as long as there's YouTube, we'll be able to go back and watch shows, or as we all have more trips around the sun, as I call it, you'll be able to go back and watch them at your leisure, especially if there was like a red letter date. So thanks for being part of that legacy. I'm so glad I can save these. Shona says, what good to know. Yeah, they messaged me like 3 months ago they were going to start doing that. It's like, oh, what am I going to do? And my friend Mike in Michigan, he was logged on early. He said, get a Tera drive. And then I was going through a box of computer stuff because I remember I had a backup drive for this iMac, and I pulled it out, and it's like I loaded it, and it's like it's 2 terabytes, and I'm like, thank you. So I didn't even have to go out and buy one. I had one packed away in a box for 2 years. So I started downloading. It took me like 3 days to download 4.5 years of videos, but I got them all done a month or so ago. So they're safeguarded. Sharona says, yeah, I replayed them. Oh, practice piano with C. That's wonderful. So I saved them all. So I just put a date. I looked up whatever date and just said FB Live, like, 2/12/2024. So I have them all in order. Amy says, a groovy legacy. Thank you for that. Yeah, thanks to Mike. He's already logged off, but he sent that Batusi video done to the B-52s. That was classic. That was awesome. All right, my tribe. Yeah, we got started late because of technology, but we're all here, so thank you. And namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy, those immune systems bolstered. Thanks for being part of my musical legacy and my tribe. Enjoy what's left of your Fiesta Friday as we slide into the weekend. I will be back, same bat time and channel, for Soulful Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain. So have a great rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time.